Hi guys, Susan here. Welcome back to my kitchen. Yes, my kitchen again. Tonight we're going to be making moist and light banana cake. And this is such an easy recipe and it's fairly healthy. I have chosen the lowest sugar recipe, and even when it uses oil, I've chosen the best oil I could find. Anyway, the recipe will be in the description box below, so just sit back and enjoy the recipe. We're going to start off with, of course, 3 overripe bananas, which I'm going to now just mash. There is the bananas mashed. The recipe will include grams and milliliters for those of you in the UK, etc., that don't use our cups and teaspoon, tablespoon stuff. Okay, that is the bananas. We put them aside. Now we take a bigger bowl, and in that we're going to put 3/4 cups of sugar. That's 150 grams. We're going to add 3/4 cup of oil, like so. Ta-da! And trust me, this oil is necessary to keep everything moist. Okay. We have another secret ingredient that is going to help keep the moisture in it and promote the fluffiness and lightness of this cake. There's our 2 eggs we're putting in. Now we beat these together. One-third cup of milk. Oops. 80 milliliters, okay, of milk. We are going to add 3 tablespoons of yogurt. Yes, I said yogurt. I'm using Greek yogurt. Again, it's the healthier one. It's got lots of good stuff in it. You can choose as you will, but this is plain yogurt. That's what I use. Okay, there's 2 tablespoons. You need 1 more. Alright, 1 more tablespoon. I'm just going to give it lots of room there. There we go, 3 tablespoons of yogurt. And next we're going to add, there we go. Next we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon. Boop. That just helps perk up the flavors. And half a teaspoon of salt. Come on. I'm going to measure this off the bowl just so I don't get extra salt in the recipe. I'd rather clean it off the counter than have too salty in the recipe here. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to get a spatula. If I can find one. Ugh. My kitchen, I'll tell you. Whoop, that was almost an accident. All right. Just make sure we got all of the stuff off the side of the bowl there. That works. There we go. Okay, now to this mixture, we're going to add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. That's going to give it the bulk it needs. Make it a cake. Again, we're whisking. That's going to help. Add baking powder and baking soda, 1 teaspoon of each. There we go. Got a 1 teaspoon measure. Scrape it off. I love this baking powder. It's got the sprinkle side and the measuring for scooping into it. And baking soda, same amount. This doesn't have a scraping side to it, but I use the side of the container to level it off. And that's baking soda. Okay, 1 teaspoon of that. Now it's stiffening up a little bit, okay? But the mashed bananas going in are going to give it back some moisture because they're overripe. And the riper bananas they are, the sweeter they get. So we're going to get them right in there next. There we go. There go the 3 bananas in there. Now there are going to be some lumps left in it, but that's fine because the lumps are the bananas in there. So and there we go. I have set aside an 8-inch pan you're supposed to have. I have an 8.5. That's going to have to do. It's just going to be a bit wider, 8.5. So I have greased it, and I put parchment paper in the bottom and greased on top of that. Okay, so next we put the batter in the pan, and again, it'll just spread out a bit. There we go. Wow. That's filling that sucker up, boy. Could have sworn I had cake pan around here, but I can't seem to find it right now. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I have an aluminum foil pan, which is going to have to do. So there we go. And now this goes in the oven, preheated oven, for 35 to 40 minutes. You're going to want to test the center with a toothpick. When it comes out clean, the cake is done. And you can take it out of the oven and let it cool for a bit. Let it just rest on a wire rack or the wooden board, whatever, before you go to serve it. Let it set. All right, off it goes to the oven. We'll be back as soon as it's done. Okay, and we're back. This took my oven 47 minutes to bake. As I've always said in all of my recipes, times for the temperature are only a guideline, as every appliance bakes differently. There's hot spots, cold spots. You know your oven best. But when you're making a new recipe, please stay by the oven and judge it as it goes along. Anyway, here we are. It has cooled a bit. I have taken it out of the pan. So let's get started. Before I do, this is how I tested it, is put a paring knife in, and when it comes out clean, it is cooked through. So let's just use that as a starting point. Okay. Look at this. There we have it. Let me cut one piece here. Put it back together and cut it like a pie. I suggest using a bread knife for a cleaner cut. And cut it into equal spots here. Some maybe a little smaller for those who don't have as big an appetite. Spreads the joy around a little more, you know. There we go. So, here we have it. There it is. Nicely mottled all through with the overripe banana. It's still slightly warm to the touch. And it is really, really light and fluffy. And really moist. It is moist as heck here. Still fogging up the camera lens a little. Let me try it. That is really good banana cake. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the recipe. If you do try it, please drop a comment below and let me know what you think of it. And if you've modified it a little bit, let me know what you've done too. I'd be interested in see how you customize it and make it your own, depending on what oil you make it with, what kind of flour, if you add anything, if you substitute anything else, please let me know. And I might possibly try that myself. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.